Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, the Healing Playlist, where we talk about music and we talk about anything healing related. It has been a minute. It has been a minute since I've uploaded any video. I've uploaded a few shorts on here, but I haven't really uploaded anything like long term form. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for tuning back in for this video. This channel is the Healing Playlist, and I like to talk about healing and I like to talk about music. I like to talk about hip hop, and today is a very important day. And I told myself, if you don't record today, girl, you are going to miss out because today is a special anniversary. Today is the birthday of hip hop. And to be honest, I didn't look up how old it was, but I'm going to mention in the title, hopefully, of how old it is. But yes, today is the hip hop anniversary of its invention. It was created in New York. I want to say it's Bronx. I might be wrong because, like I said, I should have done much better research on this, but your girl's tired, okay? But needless to say, shout out to New York on its creation of hip hop. Who knows where we would have been without hip hop? I know for sure. I don't know where the hell I would have been just because I pretty much based this whole channel on hip hop, and it to me is very healing, and its evolution throughout its years is ever changing. Like hip hop means so much to me, and if you tune into this video, thank you again. But there are a couple crazy topics. To be honest, I have one topic that I know I'm going to talk about. I don't know if I'm going to talk about the other topics. I wrote down to talk about the trial of Tupac's death, which with what we are going to go over today, along with Kendrick Lamar and Drake. I don't know if I'm gonna go over that in today's video just because I'm already at 2 minutes and I kind of want to make this a short video, but I know Tupac's trial is so layered, and I just did a quick research video on what's going on in it. And after 30 years since his death, which will be actually next month, I want to say it's been 30 years that Pac has been gone, which is so crazy because if we think about it, like I'm personally like in my early 30s, and to say that I'm listening to a man who was born when I was only 2 is so crazy because I can't even name any artists like from that like era, like 90s, that I can think off the top of my head that I listen to, but he's always just been a staple in my life personally and my family's, and it's crazy that we still listen to his music. Okay, I'm throwing a little cap because I know like I love music, so I love like anything like old like oldies and stuff like that. So I'm lying, but the thing is like to say that we are listening to someone who lived such a short life, because he was only 25, I believe, when he had passed, and that we're still talking about him, and to say that his death hasn't been found in any justice is crazy to me, and honestly heartbreaking as well, just because I've mm, I've mentioned this in my channel, but I'm trying to like relate in the best way, respectful, just because I have so much respect for Tupac and his estate and his legacy. But I guess what makes me connected to this so much is just because I had a brother who passed away very young at the age of 26. So, the 25, 26 to lose someone in their 20s. And now that I'm in my 30s, it's just so crazy and how short life is. And that it's barely being brought to justice is kind of crazy because part of me like never thought that this day would come alive. Along with part of me is that I just want there to be more justice. Like there's only one layer to this that I think that we're peeling on the surface when it comes to Tupac's death, and I think we're just scraping the surface. And it's so unfortunate because this is just how like the street code runs. Is that people when you're like when you're from like certain neighborhoods, like the hood, like there's just this generation that doesn't believe in telling law enforcement the truth when it comes to certain things. And it makes it so touchy because I look at Pac as if he was like some type of prophet. Like I look at Pac as a legacy, like one of the founding fathers of West Coast rap itself, and what you can do with it. Like he was more than just a rapper. He was an actor, he was a fashion icon. Like he just wanted to do so much. And yeah, now that this is all being brought to the court, I'm super relieved and super happy. But like I said, like I just think that there's like more layers to this death, and I don't know if we'll ever see all of it come to light. But just the fact that this big part of his death is being in court is crazy. So yeah, it's been 30 years since Tupac has been passed away. He died in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it was a drive-by, and in the car when he was shot to death was Suge Knight. Along with, when it comes to Suge Knight, he just isn't participating in this case. He has been in talks with TMZ, to my knowledge, and basically stating that he wants nothing to do with testifying in this court. And it's heartbreaking considering that he knows pieces to this puzzle on apparently what he has said. I don't know if he has said it to TMZ, but apparently Suge does have information and does not want to participate in this case. And it's sad because you think about how close they were before Pac had died, and you think about how, that was his guy. Like, Pac was under Death Row Records, and one of the main, the one of the biggest stars of the catalog. Snoop Dogg was also on Death Row. Dr. Dre, right? These are just a few names, and to see all of them be successful says a lot. But yeah, just to think at the time at how big Pac was, he was the biggest star out of all of them. I want to say he just had the spirit in him. N- Part of me also thinks like, I think Pac knew that his life was going to be short filled. Like, part of me thinks that he wasn't going to live a long life, and that's why he was able to produce so much when it comes to like music and the films that he made. Like, I think Pac knew that his days were destined, because he talked about his death a lot throughout his music, um along with reincarnation. Just the topic of death was a common topic on almost every record Pac has released. And it's so sad, like thinking about how young he was, and for death to always be on his mind, and to additionally also be published in his record is just like a lot, because it's like it breaks my heart that he was that young and just consistently thought about dying. Like, that's awful. Like, man, in a way I relate to that too, because it's like when I was young, like I don't know, like when I was younger, like I thought I was gonna pass away. Like, it's just an awful feeling to think. It's anxiety, it's like depression, all these things that just go through your mind that make you think that it's gonna be short lived. But for it to actually happen to him is so sad. And I know this video is like messy as hell. Like, oh my bad. But yeah, so he was only 25, 26 when he had passed away. It was in Vegas. And since then there was always rumors on that it was either Diddy that did it or Suge did it. And what really kind of made this kind of case go kind of to trial, I want to say, is that the the person who is facing the trial, his name is damn, what is his name? Keith D. I know that I wrote that down somewhere, didn't I? Yeah, Keith D. Yeah, Keefe D. And what's crazy is, okay, so he's a Compton native. He made a book called Compton Street Legend, and his birthday is June 14, 1963. And it's crazy because Pac's birthday is on when's his birthday, on June 16th. And it's just crazy how they're both Geminis. I don't mean that in astrologically. I just think that's kind of crazy, just like looking at it in another perspective to see what day they were born. Like, it's just, I don't know, a little random fact. But yeah, Keith D wrote a book called Compton Street Legend, and in the book was basically a tell-all on himself on how he participated in the death of Tupac. And it's just like he, in a way, like kind of snitched on himself. To be honest, I haven't read the book. I thought about buying it, but part of me is like, I don't want to contribute like any money to someone who killed Tupac. But part of me is curious on what the book says, because I pretty much ChatGPT did, and that's basically what the book is the Compton Street Legend. Is that it's his participation in Tupac's death, and how he was the one who bought the gun for the killer. Unfortunately, the killer who actually pulled the trigger is no longer here. What does he has since passed, along with, so apparently there was talks with Diddy on his death. Whether that is to be fact, I don't know. Like, if they can find evidence where these two, where Keith D and Diddy were, in the same town, in the same time, like if it was through phone, like if they can prove that, then I think, yeah, Diddy did in fact, have connections to it. But if those records haven't been brought up, like I don't know, because if Diddy truly is connected to it, that's just another layer. That's why I'm like, if Diddy did it, did he do it? Did he do it? Trying to find humor. But if Diddy did have a connection to this death, it will also shape, to me, history or hip hop totally different, because it's like, for you to play connection and being God and trying to kill your competitor is like wild to me. Like, Pac had so much life ahead of him, and for the competitive artists, and along with competitive, like, what's it called, like corporation, like owner, because that's what Diddy was. He owned Bad Boy Records, which was Death Row Records competitor at the time. For him to pull the trigger or call the shot or pay a certain amount is is sad. It's sad if that is true. And of course, like, I don't want to believe it, but if it's true, it's true. And then also, that I mentioned earlier, is that what's crazy is that Suge isn't testifying in this. He's known a few things and just does not want to speak about it. um, Along with, what was really weird to me is that apparently, Keefty did a interview like a day or two before the trial, and was basically recording and telling the reporter that, one, that he was not in Vegas when Tupac's death had happened. Which, at this point, it doesn't, kind of like what TMZ is said, is that it doesn't matter if he was or was not in Vegas. That doesn't matter, is that they have proof of him actually having connections to the death, and to, like, the gun that was used is what mostly matters. Along with, now Keefe is saying that he didn't write the book, and it's like, okay, well, why? I just don't get it. If you didn't write the book, why? Like, why would you okay it? Either way, because I understand, like, there must be ghostwriters for everything in hip hop, in, like, court, and, like, any type of entertainment, there has to be ghostwriters. But the thing is, you have to okay, like, your name on it, right? Why would you go that far to have it labeled to, with your name on it, be okay with it, and publish it and sell it and make profit off of it, is mind blowing to me. Now you're trying to say that you didn't write the book? Like, why would you okay that if that's the case? Like, even if, like, I don't know, it's like he ratted on himself. Like, people throughout their life, you will notice, rat themselves out, yes, but to actually write a whole book on the connection of the death is what's mind boggling to me. Blows my mind. Blows my mind. But regardless, day is a historic day. I want to say trial started yesterday, but the fact that there's also witness that are now speaking up about the trial to TMZ, and along with, today is hip hop's birthday, is kind of like made me want to record this, because Pac has such an impactful, his music, his movies, his fashion, like everything about Pac, like, has such good impact to me. And it's so crazy to see these new generation also listen to his music. I went to Mexico maybe like back in May, and so I went to, like, this island off of Mexico, and it's really beautiful. Beautiful people. I'm Mexican myself. beautiful Mexicans. Just we're all happy. Sun is gleaming. And when I was at the beach there, dude, I saw some guy wear a Tupac t-shirt, and that just made me think like, ugh, like podcast fans. And to top it off, he looked younger than me. He looked like he was like probably like 19, 20, 21, like, pretty young. Um, but to see someone that like age range and in a different country, and of course, like it's my people, so to see a Mexican rep Pac was so crazy. It was so crazy, and I think my sister had also told me that she was like abroad, and like I don't know when, but she was abroad and she similar story that she saw someone in a Pac t-shirt, and it's like how crazy, like you're in a different country and like so many years later that you see people still repping his merchandise, repping him is so crazy. Along with his music still is playing. He was just inducted in the what is it, the Rock and Roll History Roll of Fame. He now has a star on the um Hollywood Stars. He has diamond and I'm sure platinum, but he had I don't know which one of his records. I want to say All Eyes is Me on Me is diamond. So he just has so much like milestone record breaking, impactful moments in his life. And even though it's been so many years, he's still being recognized. His death is still talked about. His life is still talked about. He was also brought up in the Drake and Kendrick beef too. And like I think that's what's funny is that he's like in heaven looking like down, or yeah, looking down and being like, why are y'all talking about me? Why do you own my jewelry? Like, why'd you pay so much for my jewelry? Like, I don't know. That's what I imagine. But anywho, he I was just a prophet that was short lived, and it's so sad to see his life happen the way it did. But I'm just super grateful that we still have his music. We still have his music and his merchandise, along with there was like a pop up of all his like journals and personal items like a few years back in LA. I went to it, and since then I haven't heard or seen anything of it. And I'm just like, dude, like they need to bring that back. They need to make that like a global thing because it was beautiful to witness his legacy and just see it in the flesh and see his writing and see all his journals. Dude, he wrote so much. Like this man was a true poet. So many journals, and makes me want to step up my game because I have like one journal a year and I'm like, this is max. But yeah, he just was a poet. He was a jack of all trades, a true jack of all trades, and mastered so many things in such a short life. And to think about that, this young kid from Baltimore, of course, Baltimore wants to rep claim him. East Coast wants to claim him. Oakland wants to claim him. We all want to claim him because he's just so precious of a human being and what was. And my thoughts and prayers go to his sister because his sister is still alive. Unfortunately, Pog's mom, Afeni, is no longer here with us. And that kind of is sad too because it's like she didn't even get to see this, come to life. But I'm sorry, his sister is still alive. So my thoughts and prayers are go to her. And yeah, well, I'm gonna end this here. It's a good day in hip hop. It's a good day wherever you are. If you stay this long, drop down your favorite Pac song, drop a song that you're listening to, whatever. If you can subscribe, share, I don't know, whatever you can, that'd be grateful. I want to do a live. I want to play music. I want to start DJing or rapping. I don't know. I want to like be more creative, like in ways where it's like I'm producing something other than just like visual videos. And let's be honest, like this video is like already like half-assed, but I want to like start like rapping or something and just like recording it. And I want to do it live, but I need 50 subscribers. And so far I only have like 46, I want to say. So if you guys can help me out and spread the word, I would be extremely grateful because I want to start doing lives now. But yeah, I want to end it on a good note. And if you are going through it, yeah, I'm here for you. Long live Pac. Happy birthday to hip hop, and long live Pac. Long live hip hop too.